Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails. And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. Listen. Stormy, he's being bad. So these first pictures come in from a community member, and this is some real great inspiration. No kidding. Talk about, really working on your homestead and getting things done. She said, it's clean the poop coop day. Laughing my butt off. I had many inspectors checking to see if I'm passing their par. I think I'm doing well. Have a blessed day and pray for Israel, God's chosen. Absolutely. These pictures, she is just showing off her boots that she's playing. So cute. And one of her roosters, I think he is, he's playing peekaboo. So cute. So here's an email from a community member, and she said, howdy. Well, howdy, darling. She said, I have been to 2 different grocery stores this week. I was at Walmart today, and they had Keystone meat, as we know that it is spendy. I used my weekly budget for groceries to buy some cans, and all they had were beef and ground beef. The last time we bought some a few weeks ago, they had beef and ground beef and chicken. Today, there was not a spot for the chicken on the shelf. I have been suspicious lately about the stores rationing items, about telling us they are doing so. I asked an employee if they happened to have any Keystone chicken in the back, and he checked his iPad and said, we have 2 cases in the back. I went to go get some to put them on the shelf. He comes back 10 minutes later and he said he couldn't find any. Huh? He said he was sorry for the mix-up and he had no idea what was going on. I told him, thank you for looking. I think he was told not to bring any out. That is interesting, isn't it? She said Albertsons for the past few weeks have had their signature brand rolled sausage on sale in various kinds. I like the original flavor. I have not seen it on the shelves. All the flavors are out on the shelves. I finally asked them in the meat department if they had any, and sure enough, they did. He grabbed me 4 rolls and asked how many I wanted. I told him 3. And I saw them take the 4th roll out, put it on the shelf. I would think that they would have put more on the shelf. So now I'm going to start asking if they have an empty shelf, if there's any in the back wherever I go, and see what happens. I noticed at Walmart and Fred Meyer this week, I am not able to find canned ham. Really? Darn it. Because that's the one thing that I wanted to stock up on this week. Isn't it? She said the ones that are in the fun size tuna cans, yeah, that come shredded, yeah, that, and like the canned ham that's already cooked, and it's shaped kind of like a triangle. Those, love those. Yeah, the kids really like those with eggs, and then because I sprinkle cinnamon and brown sugar on them on the ham, and the kids love it. Yeah. She said right now we are concentrating on getting canned meats and such, and we have plenty of veg and other things, etc., but we're lacking in the canned meats, such as like the Keystones. I personally have never bought the Keystones. For one, they don't sell them in the stores, like the brick and mortar stores around here. I've only seen them online, and they're just, I'm sorry, but they're way too out of my price range. They really are. I mean, I know that they supposedly taste really, really good and blah, blah, blah. I can't find them in store and only online. It's just, I'm going to spend my money elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Stormy, really? He is on a roll today. Anyways, I will tell you what I have been doing. with my pressure canning and whatnot, I've been pressure canning my beans, so they're ready, like pop top, and they're ready to eat. But I've been flavoring them before I pressure can them. And like I took some white beans, okay, and my daughter-in-law, she wanted them flavored with, lemon juice, oregano, thyme, and garlic and salt and pepper. So that's what I did. And we, because she had made white bean soup, and that's the spices that you use in the white bean soup. So I pressure canned those for her, and they came out amazing. Then I took some Mayakoba beans and I flavored it with, because you can either like cut up bacon and put it in there, but I didn't want to do that. So what I did was I always have some reserve bacon grease. So I put like 1/8 of a teaspoon of bacon grease in the quart jars with the white beans in there, or the Mayakoba beans in there. And then I did Italian seasoning, salt, garlic, and pepper, I think. I can't remember. I just did this like the other day and my brain is that fried. And I mean, perfection. So I'm doing this instead of, like going out and buying the canned stuff, because I had so many jars, and I actually had to call, I didn't call her, I emailed her, a community member, and I'm like, are you having any problems with your ball lids and your rings? She's like, well, this is what's going on. So because out of like the 5 cases of food that I pressure canned, 7 jars did not seal. And I'm like, that's really, really unusual. Really unusual. So, is anybody else having these problems? Are they not, are they not sealing properly for you? Because I'm noticing that. I mean, I know 5 cases of food, that's a lot of food to pressure can, but 7 jars did not seal at all. Yeah, it was very, very strange for me. It's never happened to me before, ever. So, yeah, if you guys are having problems, let me know, because maybe it's the lids. Are they not making the lids properly? Is it, poor quality? What's going on? You know what I mean? So here's an email from a community member along with a picture. She said, we stopped for gas today in Kingsport, Tennessee. It hasn't been this cheap in a while. I'm not celebrating. I'm sure it's not going to last. You're not celebrating? You're not getting your pom-poms out? Come on. Why not? Where's your sense of adventure? Shame. So here's an email from a community member. She said, it does not surprise me that Billy Boy is in the middle of this. We need to get him out of our way, talking about the bananas, so we can live, she said. If they keep messing with our food, we're going to have a bigger problem that we even suspect. With our health, we've already got major problems. We don't need them messing with our food and trying to get us to eat bugs or anything else. Somebody point me in the right direction so I can say something to these elites, these stupid wealthy, because that's how they're acting. You are so right. They are stupid. They just, it's like they think they can just point their fingers and it's like as if it's a magical wand saying bippity boppity do that. You know what I mean? I agree with you 100%. Point me in the direction, because I'll follow you. So here's something that was sent in by a community member. The U.S. Treasury says that it is aware of a cybersecurity attack at China's biggest bank that reported disrupting trading in the U.S. Treasury market, and is in contact with financial regulators. And the Treasury spokesperson said on Friday that the department is monitoring the situation. Now, the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China Financial Services handles trades and other services for financial institutions, and a statement on its website said that the ransomware attack this week disrupted some of its systems, but that it had disconnected parts of the affected systems to limit the impact of the attack. Now, the company, which is based in New York, said it was investigating and had reported the problem to law enforcement. Now, all Treasury trades executed on Wednesday and repo financing trades on Thursday were cleared. And it said that the ICBC's banking and email and other systems were not affected, but a representative from the Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association said that they had no comment on the attack. Well, of course not, because you're probably involved, you little shites. So ICBC gave no further details, but said that the attack was by Lockbit. One word, Lockbit, which is a Russian-speaking ransomware syndicate that does not target former Soviet countries. Little shitheads. So it is one of the most effective ransomware variants that is around, and this is according to the cybersecurity firm MC Soft, whatever. And it's been active since September 2019. It has attacked thousands of organizations and all Treasury trades. Like I said, they were executed. They were fine. But, they're not going to give any more further details, because they don't want to scare us, I guess, right? Well, if it's my identity, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever. It's just crazy world that we're living in. I can't stand it anymore. Somebody wake me up. Pinch me. Ow. So here's a really awesome email from a community member. She said, I know where your son gets all the good looks, and he's a handsome young man. He gets it from you. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Andrew actually looks like my grandfather, except my grandpa didn't have red hair because he's Italian. He had black hair. But if you were to dye Andrew's hair black or even like a dark brown, he would look exactly like my mother's father. Exactly to the T. Yeah. And it's okay with me because my grandfather was dapper. He really was. He always dressed up in really nice suits and everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my grandmom, she was one lucky lady. So before I go, here's an email and some pictures from a community member. She said, I had some pumpkin that I was going to cut up and feed my chickens and decided to make up a trial concoction and see how it turned out. Oh, good Lord. Girl, share it. She said, I put some spaghetti squash in the oven, brushed it with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and garlic powder. While it was baking, I cut up some pumpkin into cubes. I got some sausage and diced it into pieces, chopped up Vidalia onion and a half of a purple onion. Put in some red bell pepper, half of a yellow bell pepper. It's what I had in the fridge at the time. Started frying the sausage, stirring it brown. Added the pumpkin, half of the onions and the peppers. Mix and stir fry. Add lid. Check on store periodically. When partially cooked, I added the remaining onions and peppers, some garlic and salt and pepper, and stirred it. Put the lid back on. Removed the spaghetti squash. Flipped over the separate the spaghetti strands and kind of tossed it. Added a bit more seasoning and Parmesan cheese and parsley and bacon bits and put it back into the oven to melt the cheese. Remove and put some on the plate with the pumpkin mixture, which I also garnished with some parsley and some cheese. A new way to eat pumpkin. Oh my gosh, look at this. Was that not amazing? Are you starving? Because I am. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.